Hello, my name is Maya, and today I would like to talk to you um, about my experience, um, how I saw my children even they before I even before they came to me. When me and my boyfriend got married and we became husband and wife, I had this very beautiful dream at night that I was laying on the grass, and atop of me were two children. One was bigger. He had blonde hair, a little bit bigger head, and one was little. It was a girl, and she had brown hair. And when I woke up, I told my husband what I was dreaming about. And then later, I was very surprised when my firstborn actually was a blonde boy with quite a big head. We had experienced the I had quite a little bit difficult delivery because his head was a little bit bigger, but okay, but he's so cute. And the second, my second, the girl, she also has brown hair, and she's just like exactly what I saw in my dream. So it's so amazing when now I tell my husband that if he remembers the dream that we had, that I had, he says, yes, I remember it well when you told me before I was even pregnant. So the second time, when we were just thinking, we had this beautiful boy. He was about 8 months old, and I was thinking to myself, when is the right time to have another child? And I was just sitting by the table and looking through my window in the morning, eating breakfast, and I just saw from up above, like there was a small child, a girl, about approximately 4 or 5 years old, with brown hair and shorter brown hair, and she was very, very thin, very skinny, and very beautiful, with the brown eyes, big brown eyes, and she was accompanied by I think it was, I don't know, I think it was maybe an angel or a spirit guide, or he had a blurred face, but he was like, I saw he was a grown up. He was a bigger, and he was holding his hand. I think it was on the right side, and he was holding his hand on her shoulder, like he was accompanying her. And when they went from the sky, they were like descending towards me, and when they were half through, on their half of the way towards me, they stopped, and this little girl said, "Misha, here I am." It was like, it's her name, and she said, "I am here," and I'm like, what just happened? And she got smaller, and they both descended to my tummy. And the strangest thing is that from that moment on, I felt like I was not alone, that I am in a blessed state, like I was pregnant. But actually, I wasn't physically pregnant until about 1.5 months later. And when I physically got pregnant on another about 3 weeks or 1 month passed that I did the pregnancy test and I realized I was pregnant. It was so interesting to find out it was a girl. And that's even more interesting when she came out, and she was really so cute and small, and I actually thought about giving her another name because I did not like that name at the time, but my husband, even though I didn't tell him about what I saw at the beginning, he insisted that her name must be Misha. And I wasn't so sure. I tried to convince him otherwise. And then before we got to the hospital to deliver the baby, he gave in a little bit, but his last words were, "Why don't you just give her a chance? Just maybe she will be just like a small baby and not so, I don't know, pretentious like Victoria or something. So give her a chance. Maybe she will be simply Misha." And I said, okay. So we went to the hospital and I gave birth to this little girl, and she has a small head, and she was so beautiful and like a very simple child. And I said, of course, you cannot be nothing else than Misha. So that is her name. And the interesting part is she looks exactly like the girl she was in my vision. So the interesting part is that most of my visions come true. So stay tuned, and I will talk to you more about my many visions and visits from spirits. Thank you. God bless.